All right. This is Rockin' with Jam Man. It was Ross the Boss. So how you doing, man?
I'm fine, Jam Man. I'm like all the rest of the music industry. We're kind of waiting to get back to what we do. You know, it's
Yeah,
been terrible.
it has to be. That has to be a huge hit to the music industry right after like COVID hit. That has to be like it just had to be a sucker punch, like a really bad one.
Yeah. It's like all the crews that were working, all the merchandisers, all the PA companies, the media people, you guys. I mean, the merchandisers, the venues, everybody. I mean, the bus companies. I personally lost probably 90 shows.
Wow, that has to suck.
That's right. Yeah. Ross the Boss Band must have lost so many shows. I can't even tell you. Just everything was canceled. It was hard. It's a hardship. And everybody's just moving forward. And what can we say?
So how have you been holding up during these crazy times?
Well, I'm very busy personally. I got as you know about Death Dealer, the great Death Dealer, the new stuff that's coming out. Um, I've been working on that. We have Death Dealer 4 and Death Dealer 5 all recorded, and believe it or not, and I have my old band, the Dictators. We're putting out music, and we're putting a new song out on Monday. That's our second song out, and I'm working on new music with Ross the Boss Band, and keeping as busy as we can keep. Working hard, uh, working out, play my guitar every single day. And we're just ready. RTB is supposed to go to Russia in July, and for the Big Gun Festival, and I have a tour in Russia in September with orchestras, and we'll see. We'll see if we can get the visas and you know the whole thing.
Congratulations on your new single. The hero tick has returned.
The heretic has returned. Exactly. Yeah. Well, since we don't release our albums on Spotify, we wanted to put out one more track off the Conquer Lands record up on YouTube and social media for people to check it out. Just in case they somehow missed the record launch, and give them another taste.
Now is this a sequel to the song?
No, it's a song off the record. It's a song off the record. And it's a great record. Have you listened to the record?
Yes, I have. Yeah,
Very powerful, huh?
yeah, very powerful stuff, man. That's pretty good. Really good.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
this is off the album that came out last Conquered Lands. Oh, last
yeah.
Conquered Lands.
November. Yeah.
Must have been hard putting out an entire album and not being able to back it up. Did that like really like get you just like ah?
Of course. I mean, that's just I had. It's excruciating. I've had it twice. Because I put out RTB band put out March 2020, March 6th. We put out Born of Fire, and I had a 35-date show, 35 dates in Europe. Couldn't tour. Burning Witches was going to open. That was canceled twice. Death Dealer record comes out November. Great reviews, staggering reviews, amazing response. And the album, by the way, sold very well on our own label, Steel Cartel, thanks to great fan support of our extensive physical products and high quality. And we can't give it away, so we think it increases the value of our music. And we couldn't tour, but we're gonna tour next year in 2022.
Yeah, that has to be great news to hear, right? 2022 tour.
Absolutely. We look we look forward and playing 3 records and maybe more, because that's our we have 3 records out, and 3 great records out, and we're just looking forward to doing what we do best. We're performers, we're musicians, we're artists, and I've been doing it all my life. I've been doing it since 1975, and way before you were born.
Definitely way before.
Yeah, and so we're just steeling ourselves. Get it? Steeling ourselves to you know keep our chops up and keep our spirits high, because the metal will run, the metal will dominate. I'm telling you, we're getting great feedback, tremendous feedback on the band.
Are you one of the few bands that dropped an entire album during the pandemic? It seems most bands are just doing singles.
No, Death Dealer dropped the record and RTP dropped the record. We did it at the 8, like we must have done it 2 weeks into the pandemic. It came out, my record. But Testament put out a record. I know that. I'm sure there are other bands that put out records, and as it's just once you can't go see your favorite bands, it's tough.
Now, besides the Death Dealer music, you have some solo stuff out to right. I just checked out Born of Fire.
Yeah, that's what I just mentioned. Yeah, we had that record come out March 6th, 2020.
What? Sorry.
March 6th, 2020, it came out. And that's when I said we had that whole tour booked and canceled. Booked, rescheduled for last November, canceled again.
I love that song, Glory to the Slain. It really rocked hard. That breakdown in the middle was almost like a rap, but metal, you could say, to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit like it's kind of like, yeah, that's just like, it sounds like kind of unique because you never heard that before. It's kind of like, so imagine yours as like, it's like, yeah, boy, but then like it's what's like melody, like really like strong voice instead. It's not like
right,
smooth and like so.
Well, we chose to do we choose to do different things on this last record. And by the way, you do know that Mike LePond and Steve Bolognese are in the RTB band, and as well in Death Dealer.
Yeah.
So 3/5 of my band is in Death Dealer.
So your solo stuff is way more hard than Death Dealer. They are both metal, but Death Dealer reminds me of like Iron Maiden, like a melody. And your stuff is like throwback 80s metal.
I would say but you got to check out a song like Made in the Shadows, which is definitely upkeep power metal. I mean, not the whole record's not like Glory to the Slain. Glory to the Slain is pretty severe, I must admit. Reminds me of a Motorhead type track, but I would say that power metal is the key, is our music, and I think Death Dealer is more harder in a way, kind of.
Now what?
It's kind of hard to decide. I don't know what to me, it's just metal. It's just great rock and roll music. So I don't put titles on music. I came from where I come from. It's just rock and roll.
Wow, that has to be great. I am kind of like a family of rock as well. I was kind of born with rock and roll because I was actually concerts when I was actually just a baby. And
that right?
And my dad is a famous, my dad took all these pictures, so I got to meet all the people, so it was really cool.
Who was your father?
Ramsey Yates. Suffolk and Cool. Ramsey Yates, Suffolk and Cool.
Ah, I might have known him. I might have met him.
Oh, you might have did? Now you started off as a punk rocker?
Me?
Yeah. You.
In the Dictators, yes. Well, not in the typical punk that you think that punk is. I think, with the safety pins and all that. New York punk was different, like the Ramones.
Do you think you had an unfair advantage because you actually knew how to play your instrument?
Yes, I do. Yes, I always did. Yeah, I was pretty much a school guitar player, and kind of stuck out in the punk rock band. But in the end, it's totally helped us.
So what is it like playing with all those punk bands in New York City?
It was a trip because we played in we were based out of CBGB's, the old punk club, and I must have played there 35 times. And as a matter of fact, I know I played there 35 times. And well, with so many of these bands that you hear of, Blondie, Television, Ramones, Dictators, it was a great time.
Oh, you got to play the last show there? You got to play the last show there, correct?
Yes, we played the last weekend that it was open. We played Friday night and Saturday night. It was it. It was very emotional.
It was very emotional. Yeah, that has to be very emotional. Yes. There.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, the last song we played on that stage was Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones, and Tommy Ramone was the only Ramone that was left. They all had died. They all had passed away. And Tommy came up and sang Blitzkrieg Bop with us. And that was the last song that was played on that stage. And then a couple of weeks later, Tommy passed.
I'm friends with Marky.
Yeah. Well, Mark wasn't an original member.
Oh.
The original Ramones was Tommy, Joey, Johnny, and Dee Dee. So, and when Tommy passed, that was it. All the band is gone.
And you guys out goddamn New York this year?
Yes, we put that out in when did we put it out? We put that out in January.
Yeah, January.
And we're releasing a new song on Monday.
What was it like getting back together?
It's fantastic getting back with your old pals. We had a great time, and actually we have a new drummer, and he's the original drummer from Blue Oyster Cult. His name is Albert Bouchard.
I interviewed him. I actually interviewed him. Wow, he's a great guy.
Yeah. He's our drummer.
Yeah, he's the drummer from Blue Oyster Cult. Oh my God.
The original drummer. That's right. As a matter of fact, we just did some video shooting yesterday, some touch-ups, and it's coming out on Monday.
What was the new song called?
Let's Get the Band Back Together.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I bet everybody had to watch that one. All of your old fans.
Yep, it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Well, I'm really happy. I'm really very, very excited about everything. I'm excited about Death Dealer. Death Dealer is just we have two guitar players in Death Dealer. And you know who the other guitar player, Stu Marshall, he lives in Sydney, Australia, and he's my partner in the band, and we have a great guitar team together, because I'm the only guitar player right now in the other bands. But this Death Dealer, I have two guitar players, and we really have a great chemistry together. And so I'm really excited about the new Death Dealer, and I'm sure everybody's going to flock when we start playing.
How did you go from punk to metal? How did you go from that?
That's a good question. When I was after the Dictators made 3 records, I was I got myself into this French band called Shaken Street, right? They're based in Paris, and my manager Sandy Perlman discovered them, and Sandy managed Blue Oyster Cult and Black Sabbath at the time, so they needed a guitar player, and I wasn't doing anything. And Sandy called me like that day. He goes, and and they go, "They want you in Paris." I go, "What do you mean they want me? Who?" I go, "I've got this new band, and they're on CBS France." And the next day, I was on a plane, and I went to the airport, took a plane, JFK, flew to Paris. I played like 5 minutes for Shaken Street, and I was in the band. And so that brings me to Shaken Street got the opening slot for Black Sabbath in the UK. Okay, and that was Ronnie Dio's first tour with Black Sabbath. That was Heaven and Hell. You know that record, right?
Yes, I know that record, of course.
Right, Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. So it was Ronnie's first tour with Black Sabbath, So after my I'm doing sound check in Newcastle, something like that. And he comes up to me and goes, Ross, I love your guitar playing, and I know about Shakin' Street, and Shakin' Street's great. And I know the Dictators, New York City Rock. And by the way, I have a guitar player on my crew. His name's Joey. And you should go check him out. You should go check him out. He's a great bass player. He plays like nobody else. And so I became friends with Joey, and we decided, as the tour went on, we decided to make a band, and that band was called Manowar. And Joey and I formed Manowar, and you can see what happened with Manowar. It's and so that's how it was. And people say, well, you played this way, and then how could you play this way? It's like, if you listen to me, I'm really not playing much differently. I mean, I do more scales with Manowar. I do different voicings and stuff like that, but I'm basically myself in both bands, in both genres. They claim that I helped start American punk, and I definitely started American power metal with Joey. So it's great, and it's an honor to play music all the time. I can tell you that.
How crazy is it that Dio got you started in metal? The king of metal himself basically got you into metal.
Well, he didn't get me. I mean, he got me to meet Joey, which made me form Manowar, and I was always the heavy guitar player, because my influences were, beside the blues. I started as a blues guitar player, but Eric Clapton and Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck and Peter Green and Kim Simmons of Savoy Brown, and then the first Black Sabbath record, and all those heavy guitar players. I was always a heavy guitar player, and I just happened to be in a punk band, or into a proto punk band. And like James from Metallica said, you were always a heavy guitar player. You were the heavy guitar player in a punk band. I go, that's right, James. And so that's me. That's Ross the Boss. So now I play in the Dictators. I play in Death Dealer. I play in Ross the Boss band. It's just it's a great thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing. That's amazing. Is it hard not adding some crazy metal solos in when playing punk?
Nah, it doesn't belong. The secret of my success and longevity is playing the right solo in the song. Exactly the right notes. If the solo needs 20 notes, it gets 20 notes. If the solo needs 2,000 notes, it gets 2,000 notes. Not one note more or one note less. My solos, I'm known for my melodic taste and my composition. And so, whatever the song takes to make it a better song, that's what I give it. And my solo has to be kind of like a song within a song, if you listen to me, and you can really hear it.
Yeah, I can really hear that sometimes. Yeah, so it's kind of fascinating. It's pretty fascinating to me. What do you prefer, to play punk rock or heavy metal?
I prefer to play my guitar. You want to see some of them? Look.
Wow. That's awesome. Oh man, you have an entire roster.
Yeah, I got a bunch. Those aren't all of them.
Wow.
I got more. Yeah. No, I'm just a guitar player. I'm just a guitar player from the Bronx, where I'm originally from. I'm a guitar player. That's what I am. And I'm a happy guy when I'm playing guitar. If that guitar is in my hands, it doesn't matter who I'm playing for. It just doesn't.
Yeah, because that's what happens in life. It's kind of like you do something, and then when you feel like you can do it, you just go and succeed. I'm just an interviewer that just loves doing it, because I just started taking pictures, and then I thought it was good just to talk to people, because
you have a passion for what you do. You keep doing it, and you get better at it, and you get better at it, and you become a better interviewer. And so I've been in the business since 1975, and I still feel that I'm learning, and if you feel that you're the greatest of anything that's ever been, don't even think that. I mean, don't ever think that. Always stay humble and always be receptive to new things.
I will always be humble. It's because I'm just fantastic, even with my fans, even showing just like being nice to me. So I'm just humble with that.
That's great. That's a great attitude. That will take you far. I'm telling you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Manowar really paved the way for metal bands to be front and center in the music industry.
Yes, it did in a way. I would say more over in Europe, where the success was. I would say that Manowar was one of those bands that everyone has taken something. Even if they say they never liked Manowar, or they said, oh, that they look cheesy, and look how they look, those early pictures. Yeah, some of those pictures were cheesy, but listen to the music. Everyone has taken something from Manowar, just like tons of bands, rip the Dictators off all the time. Manowar is I mean, there's a band on my label on AFM called Brothers of Metal. And Manowar had a song called Brothers of Metal. I mean, when you take the name of your band from Manowar songs, I mean, it says a lot. It says a lot. It's a compliment, and people have taken, stuff from Manowar forever.
Do you think you should just get more credit for inspiring so many bands?
I think as time goes on, I think we do get credit for the influence that we've had. I'm getting a ton of credit. I mean, for a lot of things that I do. I mean, the more I am in the music business, the more respect you get. And but I think we get what we deserve in life, usually at the end.
Yeah, I mean, you are a guitar god after all.
Well, to some people, I'm still a very unknown guy in a lot of circles, believe it or not, even after 60 records. So, I mean, but as I said before, I don't have any control out of that stuff, of popularity and YouTube hits and all that other stuff. I have no control of. The only thing I have control of is myself and my music.
Do you give lessons? I just turned 10 on Monday and got a Les Paul guitar for my birthday. I got a Les Paul for my birthday.
I'm like really actually too busy right now giving lessons. But if you want some hit tips one day, I'll hook you up.
Thank you, man. Really, thank you. What kind of guitar do you prefer to play, and why?
Well, I don't know. I have, as I showed you, I have a custom Grossman guitar, Ross the Boss model. I have ESPs. I have SG Customs. I have, I mean, I got a lot of stuff that I like to play. SG Custom from 1964, my original guitar. Whatever whatever I think is the best guitar for the song, I use it. And live work is different. Live work, I like that one.
You like that one? And yeah, that one looks, it's kind of like solid gold in that one a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to use that in Russia in September.
Oh, yeah.
My boy Danny from DSL Straps sent me that strap to go along with all the gold hardware. So I'm gonna, it'll look elegant. So we'll see. But I have all my other guitars are stage worthy. I don't just collect guitars to gather dust on them. Everything that I have, I play.
Are you guys still friends? Any chances of you playing with Manowar again?
I've been asked that a lot, like every single day, 1,000 times. I'm not in control of that. Joey is in control. I mean, if he knows my number, he knows where to, everybody knows my phone number. I've always said that it's an honor to play with my friends. I mean, I still consider them my friends and whatever. I don't lose sleep over it. Believe me.
So how did you hook up with KK Downing?
KK Downing
was sorry.
Downing. KK Downing, a friend of mine in England knew him, and we were playing Bloodstock 2 years ago, uh, and we had a spot, and I was talking to him. I go, he's going, yeah, I know KK, and then I go, he lives near. He goes, yeah, he lives near Bloodstock from that area, and I said, why don't you invite him down for a beer to the festival, since he lives there? And I go, and he goes, okay. And then it just got going. He goes, like, do you think he would like to jam with us? Do you think, and then it got to be, because he hadn't played in 10 years. And so, talk. He investigated me and the band. And so finally, yeah, he likes it, and finally we told him, we said, let's play. And he goes, bring you out in front of Bloodstock, all your fans out there. Love to see you. Hadn't played in 10 years. And we worked out, we went to his club, KK's, what's it called? He has his own club. And we went there and we rehearsed at his club. And we rehearsed a bunch of songs. And then during our set, we brought KK out, and it was unbelievable. People went bananas when he came out. And we did like 4 or 5 Judas Priest songs.
Did he have to knock any rust off because he didn't play in 10 years, or did he just get right back into it?
I mean, it was like he never left the stage. He looked great. He sounded great. It was an honor to have him on our stage with us. And he gives me credit for bringing him back to the music business.
Wow, that's fantastic, man.
So now he has a record. He's working on a new record. It's called KK's Priest. And it's got Ripper Owens and a bunch of people, and it's a great thing. I mean, we're all looking forward to his new record.
What are the chances of you and KK doing an album together?
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe. I think everybody is so busy in what they're doing. I don't know. You never know. I'll never say no to anything. Maybe we could do a track. Maybe we could collaborate on a track. But we'll see.
Once touring starts again, where's your focus going to be? At Death Dealer, the Dictators, or your solo stuff? Maybe a tour.
It's going to be wherever the dates come. I think the RTB band will be next April. We have shows booked already in Spain. Blah blah blah. That big tour that got canceled that I was telling you about will get replayed in the fall. All our festival dates. We had a Sweden Rock. We had all this stuff. It'll all be next year. So we'll see. I mean, everything that Death Dealer are going to start booking shows soon. So as the shows come, I play them.
Yeah, as the shows come. Wow, that's actually that's actually a great line.
I mean, can you imagine I have 3 bands that are going to be able to tour? So it's a great, I think I'll be busy. And
yeah,
I will be busy.
Do you think you can tour with all your bands on the bill?
Together?
Yeah.
I don't have that much energy. I can't do it all.
You don't have that much energy, man. It's all right.
Well, I could maybe do a Ross the Boss Death Dealer package, but we'll see, because 3/5 of my band is in Death Dealer, so we're already there. So that's been talked about already. So we'll see.
I see some states like are opening and touring is starting slowly. Do you feel comfortable enough jumping around doing shows where you can?
I feel very comfortable. As a matter of fact, I'm going to Russia in July.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, look at the Big Gun Festival. Okay, we're playing, as of now, we're playing Friday night, Big Gun Festival, Ross the Boss Band.
Do you think fans will appreciate concerts more when they start back up again and stay off their phones?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I believe that, I think people are going to be back. Oh, by the way, I have to mention that Death Dealer will have an EP coming out this summer, and the 4th and the 5th album are almost done. as I mentioned to you before. So there's a lot of Death Dealer in the future, and
Yeah.
it's a great thing. Let me tell you something. The fourth and the fifth albums are unbelievably good. Stu Marshall and Sean had an amazing amount of great songwriting sessions, and what can I say? It's all good, and everything is everything is in progress. So it's just a matter of time.
Sean is awesome. He was on my show, by the way. Sean is awesome. He was on my show, so that was pretty cool. Sean, yeah, he's really nice.
Sean is one of the hardest working men in metal business, and if he wants to do something, he does it. Sean is a great leader. He does what he says he's going to do. He's very inventive. He's a great lyricist, and a great singer. He's a million voices, and as far as I'm concerned, he's right up there with the best in the business. And he's a great fellow to be with, as all the guys are. So Stu Marshall and Sean and Mike and Steve and me. It's like a family.
Wow.
So,
yeah, like a metal family. Hey.
That's right.
So, what is your favorite memory from playing the show? What is your favorite?
My memory from when?
Like favorite memory from playing the show, like any show possible that you could think of.
My favorite memory from playing a show?
Yes.
You'd have to say I got a lot of shows to think about. That's 40 years of shows. 45 years of shows. Well, I could tell you what, I played the one that really blew my mind. I played Oakland Stadium with Shakin' Street and Journey and Molly Hatchet, and going on stage in front of 110,000 people was very interesting.
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
And yeah, that show. And then we played Wacken, the Ross the Boss band played Wacken, and then I was brought on stage and given the ambassador of the Hall of Heavy Metal award on stage in front of 110,000 people as well. And I was given the award, and I made a little speech, and that was a great day for me too. So I've had a lot of memories, great memories.
What is the worst? I'm sorry to ask this, but what's the worst?
The worst time on stage?
Yeah.
We went to Manowar was playing in Belfast back when the Troubles were still going, and we had 5 bomb threats. Okay, every time there was a bomb threat, you had to evacuate the house. We were in our stage gear. We just stopped the show, evacuated the building. It was at the University of Belfast or Dublin. You had to stop the show. Everyone get out of the building. Then all clear, go back. And then there was another bomb threat. Then you had to do it again. Come back, start the show again. Da-da-da. It happened like 4 times. And that was the worst. That was unbelievable. I'll never forget that night. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, all right, bombs. Everybody, there's a bomb threat, so get out. All right, it's all right. Come back in.
Yeah.
Go back out.
That's it. It was like 4 times.
Crazy.
4 times. 4 times.
Did you lose your sanity almost?
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, it was nuts.
So how do all my fans follow you and all of your bands?
Well, you can check out, of course, Death Dealer on Facebook. Death Dealer Band Facebook. All my stuff is on Facebook too. I call it Crack Book. I call it crack. You call all my stuff, and on Instagram, like the usual. I'll go on AFM Records, and you can see Ross the Boss stuff, and follow Steel Cartel and all the great products on Steel Cartel. Just look us up, and you can follow. Very simple.
And they can listen and to all the new music there, and order CDs and albums and stuff like that.
Yes, order the physical products. That's the best way to help the band. Order from Steel Cartel. You can get great packages, great merchandise, great sweatshirts and T-shirts and patches and badges and vinyls. You can get great stuff from Steel Cartel. You could order from AFM for me, for the Ross the Boss band. And but what helps is buying the physical product. Okay, don't download stuff because it's free. Okay, the way to help us is by putting your money down for the band.
Yes, because bands are really struggling. Bands can't even pay their bills. The bands have children sometimes, so
That's right.
really
That's
hard.
right.
So
It's very difficult. It's very difficult, and the way to help is by investing in the band. Believe me. And when you see us live, we'll make it up to you. I guarantee you. You're buying quality merchandise, quality music, great music, and when we see you, we kick your ass.
why do you think fans feel that they don't need to pay for music anymore? Because like everybody can just like because you want to know why? Because some people are selfish because they just take the music and just put that on there, and then they just get to listen it to free, and then they don't want to pay for it.
Well, if people continually are not paying for music, the artists are just going to give up and not make any more music. Okay, because we have to make livelihoods. We have to pay our bills. We have to be able to tour. We have to be able to go around. So if you're stealing, if you continue to steal, we're not going to make music anymore. It's just not going to be worth it. So I know a lot of people feel that way. So, buy the band stuff. I'm telling you, otherwise you're going to wake up one day and there's not going to be any music.
That's really true though. I'm kind of upset because people just need the money so they can pay the bills or do something at least. Just really.
That's right. Believe me, it's not that much money. So, if it's $20 for a CD or something like that, or a T-shirt, it helps. Every bit helps.
Every single thing, every just single 20 just helps so much.
You got it.
You need to buy band stuff now, more than ever. No, like more than ever. I mean more than ever. Without touring.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Amen, man. On touring, like because without touring, they can't get their like money. But they please, guys.
And everyone else is out of work too. The PA companies and the venues and the crews and everybody has to make a living out of this. And it's really the venues, the bartenders, the theaters. Look at the theaters in New York City; they're all out. I mean, it's just bad. I mean, so fans, folks, we love you. I want to tell you, we want to be there for you and play for you. But the way to help us is by buying our stuff. Please. That's the only way to do it. And then, of course, when we start playing again, buying tickets, and then we'll see you, and then you'll see our happy faces again.
I see you guys have some crazy merch, full-size blankets, and really cool stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there. So please, don't be shy. Put your money down.
Thank you for being on my show, man. I hope the next time we talk is at the backstage of one of your shows. Please.
Jam Man, it's been an honor to talk to you. I hope to talk to you in the future. I want to say hello to everybody out there, all your fans, and check out our stuff. Check out Death Dealer. Check out all my stuff. It's out there. Plenty of stuff out there to like. As I said, guys, put the money down. We need your help. All the bands need your help, especially the young bands.
Yes,
so,
especially. Yes.
Okay?
Help these guys, please.
You take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, you take it easy, man. Have a great day. Devil Horn!
Speak to you soon. You got it, brother. Hail and kill.